Hello, everyone. Scooter Plut here, featuring Breadbreaker.
What's going on?
Rhetorical question. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. I would like to talk to you about the new Harry Potter movie that's coming out, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I am a massive Harry Potter fan. You can't see it right now, but I've got a Harry Potter tattoo right here. Seen them all, read them all. I can't contain my excitement. And I had the book that this Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is based on. It was a little tiny textbook. Had all this information about the fun magical creatures and where to find them. So I'm super, super excited. The teaser trailer was just on point. Can't wait.
I'm going to be seeing it as well. There's a good chance we'll go together.
There's a 100% chance of that.
100%. That means it's happening.
It is.
Are you going to see it?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Speaking of seeing things, enjoy seeing episode 177 right now.
If you were in charge of making an MMO, and you wanted it, to be successful or to be fun to you or whatever, what would you make different about it? Because there have been so many MMOs that have tried to make it big since WoW, but none of them have been able to be better than it, really.
All right, here we go. I'll answer first. It would be an MMO that was like Gran Turismo. So it would be an MMO where it would be a car driving MMO, and all of your missions would be like race/destination related.
Would everybody exist in a persistent world at the same time, or would it just be like when you were in a race, it was populated with other players?
Everyone would exist in this world at the same time, but you would have instances of races and other.
Okay, so if you're driving along the highway, you might run across other players.
You would, definitely. I mean, it would be massive. It would be a massive multiplayer online game.
So you can create a game from the ground up? Is that what you said?
It has to be an MMO.
Okay, right.
And what would your spin on the MMO be?
I think mine would be where it would be kind of like the Wii, where if you wanted an upgrade, there would be a physical store or an online store where you could buy a weapon and with game points or with actual money or wherever, and then they would send it to you, and it's like a little Wiimote thing, so you're slinging around your sword and it's slashing people in the game. I think that'd be fun. And also my
Ditto.
My idea about having your own face on your character.
Nice. So everybody would have their own face and be physically swinging around their weapon.
Yeah, if they so chose.
And your webcam has to be up for you to log in.
Not fun to walk in the fire, by the way.
Yeah, that's a
Depends
tip
on
on
what your
that's a tip
definition
on a
of
loading
fun is.
screen.
Whoa. Yeah,
I'll run through the
Cigarettes
fire.
are dead.
Cigarettes.
It's fire.
Fire.
I leapt through it.
Resin!
Thunder.
The resurrection is happening.
The sickening is happening!
I would, no infinite lives.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Permadeath?
So it would be like a zombie game, and when you die, that character just became a zombie.
And you have to start a new character.
You have to start a new character, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you'd have to be
Wrong button.
really careful.
Come on, Brad!
Son of a-
You're just right in the fire.
I
You're
know.
staring at it.
I know. I get confuzzled and then I go the wrong direction.
I'm healing.
I'm not good in high pressure situations.
So it'd give a lot more stakes to dying. It would, make it really important who you trust, who's in your party.
Yeah. Because could you kill another player?
Yeah, you can definitely
at
kill
any
other
point?
players, yeah. Take their stuff.
Would you imagine it being first person? Or...
No, I think it's like third person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'd envision classes. I think maybe you just pick a profession you had before the apocalypse or something.
Oh, yeah.
So you could be soldier or cop or something, or paramedic, or basically.
That's a cool idea.
Ooh.
I like the idea of a hardcore game like that.
I think DayZ is kind of like that. I need to look more into this, but that's
Yeah.
a very popular MMO zombie game, and I've heard lots of good things. So.
That what you said reminds me of this game that it's not out yet, but it's called One Life, and it's a
I've seen
first-person
stuff for
shooter.
that.
So I guess it's not an MMO, but you get one life. You pay $15 for the game. You go in it, and when you die, you're dead. But maybe it is like an MMO. Like you
But
have a base you go back to.
From what I understand, you can never play the game again.
Right, like your email is done. When you're dead, you're dead.
Like it locks you out.
Let's get this guy over here, right?
So I'm interested to hear how that works for their beta. How do you have a beta? Like, can they not play if they
Right.
die in the beta?
I'm just curious as to like, if after a few months, if anybody from the start would still be alive,
Yeah, it's
or if it would
dangerous.
only be new players.
Sounds very dangerous. Or just one guy who's really good at it.
Ah,
Yeah,
what's
that
going on?
guy's gonna suck.
It depends
You
on
have-
like if the gear you get makes you like multiplicatively stronger,
Like you just pay to win, get better stuff.
or like every time you kill somebody, you become better. Or like, because
Oh.
it might be like, you know, when you get a piece of gear, you need to find an upgrade before that gets better. Or it's like every time you kill somebody, you get like more damage.
Yeah. Viewers, do you have any insight in this game we're talking about?
Something that I would like to do if I had a game would be that leveling up isn't so much something the character does, it's something the player does. Like, you get, you know, just your natural skill is what gets you better in the game, not so much you can get all these extra equipment and stuff.
Hmm.
Your understanding of the mechanics of the game.
For my MMO, this is my dream MMO. Everybody starts exactly the same. There's no
Now let's
class
go up here.
or whatever. Like you're just a little, you know, nothing. And then every certain amount of levels, you get to pick a new like animal body part to add onto you. And as you keep going, you know, you're picking from like this giant pool of stuff. So by the end of the game, everybody looks super different because you're just this combination of these different animal body parts, completely separate from what anybody else might pick. And you know, you can get different abilities based on what you have. Like if you got wings, you can fly, or if you have gills, you can go underwater. But you can only pick one body part each time. So maybe you'd have to choose between like being able to go underwater, being able to fly, or having 4 legs or something.
So you're in a group and you're like, I need a guy with wings and gills.
Yeah.
It'd be also really cool if you can't get everything.
Yeah, exactly. So there are certain parts of the game, like maybe there's a city in the sky, and you could just never go there unless you have wings.
Or a city underwater, or...
Yeah. Or there's like a little teeny hole, and you have to like become small permanently, which like reduces your HP, but gives you other bonuses or something. I don't know. And like you just
Yeah.
run faster if you have 4 legs, that type of thing.
I love the idea of a character being smaller that can get to different places like that.
Like the littles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Happened a lot in Resident Evil 2 when I first was playing video games. That was the first time I saw it because it was the first time you took over a child character for a little bit. You took over this little girl who had no weapons. She couldn't do anything to protect herself. She could only run and hide, but she could hide in cooler places than the adults. So.
It's called Dreams of a Bus Driver? Holy hell! And everyone, when they log in, they get to choose what type of bus driver they are for a public transportation system. Like you can be the special pickup, or you can be the regular routes, or something like that. And then you go about your route. Each day is about an hour long. You pick up people, you talk to them, and you're rated on like how well
And
you
your
talk to them.
conversation skills?
Yeah, you know how nice you are, and then the compliments you get, and then where the game really shines is when the bus drivers go home. There are remnants of their day that are played out in their dreams. That's why it's called Bus Driver Dreams.
That's kind of cool.
And depending on how
Just
well
won
you
me
do during your day.
Yeah, just won me over too.
Oh, hey, a bald eagle. So go ahead.
Oh, so depending on the decisions you made during your route that day, that will determine how your dreams are, and then you get to exist in those dreams. So like the names of people you meet might be streets you drove past 6 times that day, or things that stood out to you on your route. And then you wake up and you do it again. So each time you play is one route and one dream session.